on for about 45 minutes before I have to jump off for an interview with the guy behind this. I should say half the guy, Jim Gullett. So that is going to be a good time. And let's just see where we're at with YouTube. All right. So we've got Instagram and YouTube Live. Since yesterday, when I did all of the spray painting and some of the white washing, I'm dying to get into my colored pencils. It's usually the second thing that follows in, um, is to work right over the top of the forms that are getting created by just everything I've done so far. So started doing the head, the hair. One of the nicest things about working colored pencil or any kind of pencil is you have the ability to get a little erasing, get a little less sharp here and there. So I like that a lot. But I'm going to be using all three. I got my white, my black, and I always have some grays, 50 and 70% cool grays. Yep, cool grays. So going to just give another layer. And really from there, it'll be a lot of noodling. I am gonna kind of bring in. I did started playing around with this nice sweet gel pen, white gel pen. I believe it is a Pilot. It's a Uniball. Uniball. All right. But just kind of creating this challenge I've given myself, which is, these characters have this reflective bodies in the night. So I just want to see if I can keep that going. So that'll be something coming in, but I might be a little quieter than usual. Now let's see if anybody comes in. Throw your hands up in the air in the comments. Let me just keep going with this. She's a light-haired, and that's the thing when you're dealing with objects in night and them losing their qualities, I guess is what you said. Ooh, here we go too. Throw some light in the eyes. That's going to be pretty cool. With that, highlight on the nose, lip, chin. Kind of give her that. What was I just saying? You lose color to form in the night. So that's what I'm dealing with now. Now, by the way, this is based on the pencils of James Anthony, phenomenal sci-fi fantasy artist coming out of England. You can contact him through Instagram at She Loves Layer of Drawing. You can see more of these kinds of fantastic drawings of his. He was so gracious enough to send me these pencils so I could do my inking variant on there. So, James, thank you. Grab a bigger. One of the things is that one's dying. Usually what I do is I give myself a little bit of tape on the side that is no longer producing, because these double-sided, this is probably still really, really good. So don't want to throw that away yet. There we go. So I know she has very black hair. So I'm just going to go in and give her that. And I'm still in what I refer to as like a laying in. So not too getting close to details, I guess is what people would call it. Um, so here I'm playing the black, white, and gray game. It's really what it comes down to. Just finding all of those spotting black and white and gray. Guess is a better way of saying it. So and it's building. That's all it is just building. And of course, with the washes I've been doing, the graphite and even the gouache, it really grays it down. So I'm not really at 100%. Um, so I can start bringing back, you know, blacker blacks, if you will. So a little edge lighting. Separate them from the spatial. I could even start throwing in a couple more stars just to kind of strengthen those guys up. Another thing that's been calling is edge of this axe. This always happens. I pick up an instrument like this white gel pen, and I just see more and more opportunity to use it. So I just start striking out here and there. Because I can always cover up. I'm not worried about that final line, that crisp and sweet final line. Precious. If you don't recognize it already, I don't really play that game of Precious. I'm more interested in the final look and feel of the image. And I'll take as long as I need to. I'll even come back to it as often as I have to. You might find if you're following me, I'll put a drawing down, come back to it a little later. Probably going to be doing that a lot coming in the near future because I need to be getting a lot of layouts and stuff done for Chrome Anthology. And I've got a lot of ideas, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I like to get a lot of ideas down on paper, at least in layout form, and then deal with them over time. Sometimes you just need to do something to see it, and whether it works or not is really going to be based on the image as a whole. So I think we have a tendency, myself included, to look at things in pieces and parts, and like, oh, that's a really cool part or a cool area. So let me work on that, really make it cool, and it then really doesn't survive the rest of the composition. So for me, the most important thing is to have things all working simultaneously or not working in order to make decisions. So, that is just the way I was brought up. This is looking good. Really good. All right, because one of the things I was thinking about these, by the way, this is a really good cheap pencil sharpener that I use for both my wood pencils and my they're woodless graphite pencils. Sometimes they're referred to as sticks. 90 cents at the local Acme market, but I know they're probably at many markets. So if you're at the next time you're at the supermarket, swing down the stationery section and pick up a couple of these if you're working in pencil. So again, just looking at what I need to strengthen. Because when I look at something, there's always something coming back that's telling me, oh, what about this? What if you did this? What if you did that? What if you did this? And then I have to just sort of make decisions on what things to do and not do first. And then see what happens from there. But this was one thing keeps coming up from the first time seeing the drawing. I don't know why either. That's the other thing. I don't know why. But I saw this band up, this in the rock formation here and here as lighter bands, like layers of silt or something built up. So I want to give a lighter, just want to see something. Yeah, that's fine. That's it. And then I'll do it here. And when you do this kind of thing, you can see how I'm getting texture, and then I'm helping bring, this acts darker in a forward way. that. Then this is a 70% cool gray. Liking that a lot. And I'm going to do it here too. Now, yesterday I played around with spray cans, so I knocked this down a little bit with gray spray cans, and I like the effect, but I am going to try to bring some of this back again, and I'm going to re-hit it. So some of these areas really just need to get darker, and then we'll see what goes on from there. One of the other things. All right. Yeah, because the other thing too is I really need to start making darker decisions. The easiest way too is if you have a white shape, start focusing dark shapes around it. So of course you got this axe blade. Also, this side of this rock is going to be dark. Go ahead, especially around this spearhead on the axe handle. If you have any questions or you want to make comments, please feel free. One of the reasons I'm here, to inspire you. And also inspire me. Now you can start seeing another thing here. Bring it a little more dark. Like I said, these color pencils, even as black, white, and gray go, they do erase. So I don't get too precious or worried. You know, just trying things out. I'm still in the lay-in phase, laying things in. Get this out of the way here. Actually, flip it over. Get it said I'm going to be doing some spray painting again towards the end of these gray mists. So I just want to give a little bit more darkness to see some things sticking out. One of the things that kind of creating a faux shape shadow, just to give it a more of an axe feeling and shape, and also a dark black shape. Goes into this area here. Things are looking nice. Things are looking good. All right. Good morning, Dexter. Richard Corbin used color pencils. Plus, yes. And you know what? It was a secret thing with airbrush techniques. A lot of people are so amazed and stunned by, the photorealistic graphic quality of airbrush art that if you really looked and studied it, you would see that they would really tinker with things when it came down to areas with color pencils. So, yes, I've always loved color pencils. Reminds me of those days with those big 48 colors of Crayola crayons. So. And one of the other things too is when you lay certain materials down, how they react on top of each other. So, filling in this area here with the black color pencil instead of a black flat marker, it'll be interesting to see how the spray paint reacts to it again. So, all right, people stopping by. All right. We got a couple of you over there at on YouTube. Good morning to you. Said if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, just getting some things here, prepping for that next hit, which is not happening today, by the way. Just this color penciling is really what's going to be my focus. All right. Well, this is looking pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's my neighbors pulling out, rocking and rolling. He's an old guy, so he's got to be listening to some good stuff. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. One of the things that'll tighten this whole thing up in the end is when I just get back and like one of the things I'll just be using is this extra fine tip black paint marker, and it's just really coming in and just pulling things up. There's a white version, and then I even use a gray Posca version. Here's the gray Posca version. You know, just these are really nice things. But this is looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So I think I'm gonna just jump out. I mean, other than getting, actually, let me see what I can do. These are great. No longer in circulation. I use these sparingly, though. You know, there is another product out there, but not quite the same. These are art sticks by Prismacolor, and they are just phenomenal. You know, they never made a gray, black and white, and I fell in love with them. And then a couple years go by, and they discontinue making them. So I found another Konar. I think they do a woodless pencil. I'm going to have to get some, and because I love this, you know, just being able to get these great, you know, just good stuff. It's just good stuff here. Once again, get a hold of something and start seeing where I can apply it, and I do. So, wow, that is very nice indeed. So, I am going to leave it at that because I have to get ready for an interview with a fantastic indie artist. Worked on Crom the Barbarian and pretty much around the same time I started. These are, the first one was in 2018. So Jim Gullett, and we're going to be working on something Crom related for the Crom anthology that is being worked on. If you made it this far, I can't thank you enough. I'm running a pre-order sales campaign for Scoundrels Dread. You can go to cromthebarbarian.com, all one word, is $1 off the dark concept art book. Sci-Fi, intergalactic barbarians. If you were YouTube and Instagram last night, Drawn Sword and I got together and talked not only about the getting Scoundrels Dread over to, we're trying to get 50 copies over there. We need to sell 30 copies. This is the back. But we really got into talking deeper, him flipping through the book, showing off original art, and then the comic book. So it's a Scoundrels Dread comic book, not called Scoundrels Dread. It's going to be called something else. But this is where things get really, really cool. And I'm doing all I can. He's in New Zealand, and he's already printed the books, 100 of them. We're trying to get 50 of them over to the United States so we can cut down on shipping. Shipping is insane, if you know, internationally. So one of the things we're always looking for is economical ways. And so we came up with the thought of maybe we can get 30 pre-orders to get at least 50 copies over to the United States, and then I would distribute them, you know, with reasonable shipping, which right now from my website, I believe is $7. So, and that's US only at this point. Pre-ordering $1 off the cover price, which is right now in October of 2024, we have it listed at $13. So it would be $12 plus $7 for make it total of $19. So, but yeah, I have got to get ready for this interview. I'm really excited for it. You will see me again. Tomorrow is Turbo Sunday. I have another channel. It's called Turbo Pit Fighter. If you're on YouTube, just put in Turbo Pit Fighter comic and we'll come up. And my buddy Jake and I get together every Sunday for an hour. We've been going live. We get started at 10 o'clock in the morning, thereabouts, Eastern Standard Time. And then we have 2 interviews with indie creators tomorrow. So things are looking lively for me for this weekend. So pacing myself. But yeah, if you guys have a chance, you know, go ahead and look around. Get to cromthebarbarian.com, one word. You know, check things out. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for joining me. Working steadily on this amazing drawing, which I can't thank James Anthony enough. If you're on Instagram, Shelob's Layer of Drawing is how you get a hold of him and see more of these fantastic sci-fi fantasy women and go from there. But yeah, Dexter, we're going to be getting together real soon. So thanks for stopping by. And yep, so there we are. And I'll see everybody later.